Hello and good morning everybody. Happy Easter to you all and welcome to the Gold and Silver Club end of week review for the 29th of March 2013, presented by myself, Phil Carr, and joining me on the call, Nick Kalsi. Today we'll be reviewing the latest developments in the commodities markets, analysing the week's performance. So over the live session, we'll be covering end of week summary for gold, silver and commodity currencies. We'll be looking at the top trades of the week, live market commentary and technical analysis, the week ahead, so key events looking forward, and of course any questions at all which come up over the course of the webinar. So a little bit about myself and Nick Kalsi. I'm Phil Carr, professional trader, trainer and speaker. I'm the co-founder and director of the Gold and Silver Club. I specialise in teaching people how to make money from trading the biggest financial markets in the world, gold, silver, oil and forex. I've trained thousands of individuals to become independent traders and successfully manage their own investment portfolio. I'm responsible for the research and development of the Gold and Silver Club trademark strategies that have a proven track record of generating returns for traders, and also a regular contributor to a number of financial publications and speak at numerous trading seminars, webinars and workshops. This is Nick Kalsi, a professional trader, investment analyst and speaker. Nick began his career within private wealth management in 2002 before making the transition into proprietary trading. Prior to co-founding the Gold and Silver Club, Nick spent over 5 years coaching professional fund managers and traders internationally for some of the world's top tier hedge funds and investment banks. It's through his first-hand relationship with some of the world's most successful traders he's discovered the formula, mindset and tools that give any individual the definitive edge to trade in any economy, and also writes for a number of global business and financial publications, and we've both appeared frequently on financial television. In fact, just earlier in the month we were on Dukascopy TV again, just the gold and silver, giving gold and silver views for the month ahead on Swiss television. And here is just a few of the recent publications we've been in talking about gold and silver markets. Okay, so that's just a little bit of background on myself and Nick at the Gold and Silver Club. Let's have a look and move across to the top trades of the week. So we've been, certainly the beginning part of the week was very active. This week we've had a lot of activity on the market. So the top trades of the week using the Gold and Silver Club signature trading strategies. Gold on, this was earlier in the week on the 22nd, actually this was on last Friday, just after the webinar that we did for FX Street. We had a nice entry position on gold. We came up to this level, key level of resistance again. We just can't get through it at the moment. 1616 on gold, which presented a really nice sell short opportunity. Key price action level, also a swing point in the markets at the moment. So we've had a nice entry, 1614, risk on that just 50-point risk for each lot traded, $500 risk for the price just to come down. We've exited the trade there just at 1599, so for a nice 150-point profit. So for 1,500 USD on each lot we traded for a nice 3-to-1 risk to reward. That was just a fairly straightforward swing trade on gold. Again, if we'll look at the chart shortly, we've just not been able to break through that 1616 level. Okay, next trade we're going to look at Euro JPY. That was on Wednesday. We had a nice short setup there on Euro JPY. This entry position was at 122.45, just highlighted on the screen just with a circle there, and we came down to our profit target, next level of support at 120.61, and profit of 184 pips on this particular trade. So the risk on the trade was 65 pips, each lot traded $650 risk for 184 pips, so each lot the profit was $1,840 of profit for a 3-to-1 risk to reward on Euro Japanese Yen. Euro USD, really nice trade on this market as well. Euro USD has been downtrending since really the end of February. You can see that very clearly on the chart there. You can just draw very simple trend lines on the chart. We had a nice price action set up also on Wednesday as the price came back up to test this level of resistance. Entry at 1.3014 and 139 pips just to the downside, hit our profit target. The next price action level just down, level of support at 1.2875. So risk on the trade 34 pips to make 139 pips, so a nice 4-to-1 risk to reward, and you can see where the price just clearly sold off from that downward trending resistance. We'll take a look at Euro USD very shortly and what's been going on since then as well, but that was a nice 4-to-1 risk to reward on Euro. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen just channeling sideways at the moment, offering a lot of opportunities just to take this market as it swings up to resistance, swings back to support, and then everything else lining up in order to take these positions has created some really nice 4-to-1 risk to reward. So entry on this market just at 79.26. You can see we've sold short at that level of resistance. 22 pip risk to make 79 pips, just coming back to support there at 78.47 for a 79 pip profit on the trade, so $220 for each lot traded for $790 of profit. Australian dollar CAD has finally found some resistance. If you go out to the daily and the weekly time frame on Australian dollar CAD, you'll see that we're coming up against about a 18-month level of resistance, and this market did find certainly some profit taking at this level, created a really nice opportunity to sell short on the tighter time frames, and you can see there where we've just gone in for a day trade there, 35 pips of risk for each lot traded for a reward of 75 pips, a profit of 75 pips for a 2-to-1 risk to reward on Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, so those are some of the top trades we've taken this week. Markets are starting to obviously slow down a little bit as we come into the Easter weekend. Currently this morning, Switzerland is closed, Germany is closed, the UK is on bank holiday as well, and Canada will be on bank holiday. So you'll probably see some more activity pick up this afternoon from about 12:30, 1 o'clock onwards, as the US market is open this afternoon. So you will see some activity just a bit later this afternoon. But for the time being, markets are a little bit closed. But we'll still take a look at some technicals, because we want to get all set for the week ahead and what's been going on this week. So I am going to just switch across to my screen here so you can see exactly what has been going on. So bear with me as I just switch screens and take you to my live charts. Okay, that's just loading up. Okay, so first we'll move across to gold and silver very shortly. We'll just have a look at Euro USD. So you can see the channel that Euro USD has essentially been in since towards the end of February. So we do have this downward trending channel on Euro USD, which has presented a lot of opportunities just to take swing high and swing low positions, really. I mean, overall, you really want to be favouring the downside on Euro USD as the market is stepping down each time here to actually provide some nice opportunities to short this market. So you can see here, this is where we took our short position just earlier on this week. We've actually found support here at the lower end again of the trend line at 1.27513. So what you may see on Euro USD is just the price just come back, step back up towards that resistance channel and continue. At the moment, we've been in this channel for the best part of a month now on Euro USD. So we are just seeing this market just step down, come up to test resistance and step down. So some really nice trades on Euro USD as the market has just been trending downwards there. Overall, the market is still very much in a sell mode, still very weak in terms of it's below all of its key moving averages there. So Euro USD still certainly weak at the moment. Okay, we'll move across to USD Canadian dollar. USD Canadian dollar looking quite interesting at the moment. So USD Canadian dollar, it finally did sell off on some profit taking, which you can see just at the peak here around 1.03398, which you can see just going on the weekly chart was a level of previous resistance there. But where we've actually come up to this level, seen some profit taking, the market has started to pull back. There have been some nice short opportunities. We've broken through some Fibonacci levels there, but we've found pinpoint support on a Fibonacci level there at 1.0144. Just yesterday, you can see there's on the candlestick, you've got a nice hammer forming on the daily time frame, and you can just draw a very simple trend line going back to the beginning of January, which is touching also on the 7th of February, and again we've also got a key moving average just below there. So USD Canadian dollar being supported currently at the moment at the current price of 1.0442. So I'll certainly keep an eye on USD Canadian dollar. It's looking interesting at the moment. Moving across to gold. Now the gold market has been trending upwards since the lows it put in towards the end of February. So 21st of February low at 1554. It's getting a lot of price rejection at the 1616 levels. So that is a very key level at the moment. Market just can't break through that currently. You can see that was the third time that we got rejected on the price just coming up and testing 1616 key Fibonacci level as well, and you can see the price has come up to that level and been rejected and provided quite a nice sell short opportunity. Market is just grinding higher. We're getting slightly higher lows, although we did have some big knee-jerk sell-offs just towards the end of the week last Friday. Price came down to 1589, but didn't manage to get much lower, or any lower than that. We've seen the price come and since then this week test 1591, test 1594, so it's starting to build a little bit of a base there. But certainly we're still in consolidation mode on gold and silver, so we haven't had any fireworks yet. The more the price just stays range bound like this, and it's a bit like a spring coiling up, it's more likely that the price is going to burst either to the upside or to the downside. On the daily time frame, we are still below key moving averages on this market, and we're actually going to be shortly coming up to the upper end of this resistance channel. So that's going to take you up, if the price was to go up around, it's actually going to correlate and confluence with about the 1616 to 1620 level. So that's just a really important level that you want to have marked on your chart for gold, about 1616 level. And that whole resistance zone between 1616, you can see here where this is the downward trend line here to around about the 1627 level. Currently, you want to keep a good eye on gold and these key levels at the moment. Moving across to silver. Silver, again, very much range bound. I mean, you can actually just draw a box around silver, the price action that we've had over the course of really February, towards the end of February and March. So we've just got this whole area of consolidation here. The market has been moving just sideways. We did see a bit of a dip down just on Wednesday. Actually, the price spiked down, but it was a false break of support. So we've got a key price level at 28.30, but it was a false break. Very quickly, we saw one of these dragonfly dojis. So it's a hammer with a very long tail on it, indicating the price was going to reverse, and it came back fairly strongly for a quick day trade if you caught that. And you can see market has just come back down again, retested this level of support here at 28.30, and it's starting to settle at that level. So we're still very much range bound. So again, you want to be keeping an eye on the upper level of resistance here, which is around the 29.40 level on your chart. It's going to be 29.35. That is a key level of resistance actually at the moment on this market, and support-wise, we're going to be looking around the 28 zone, 27.94. So it's around 28 really, the market that we're moving between these two levels. So a break down in price or break up in price will probably cause quite a significant move on the silver market. So that's what we're looking at in terms of silver currently. Moving across to some of the Asia Pacific currencies. There's been some nice moves on these, certainly over the last week. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, like clockwork. We are just seeing this market just move very much sideways. So you can see we actually had this was the position that we took earlier on in the week, just on Wednesday, and we've come up to a key level, key Fibonacci level again, which has been respected for most of March. Actually, we had a really nice setup to actually go short. You can see where we've come out again at this level of support. So this market very much range bound. We've seen a lot of markets just go very much range bound in March, which is very simple to trade if you've got the right strategy to trade it and you've got the right indicators to actually be able to manage those trades. Okay, so here we're just looking again now at GBP, pound, New Zealand dollar. Again, we like this market, very range bound. You can see even yesterday price came down, retested support at 1.80295. I mean, these are some perfect just sell-offs again. 1.84217. The market came up to test these levels, got rejected, has come back down again, testing key level of support on this market at 1.8. 0.295. We found support at that level, and the market is just looks like it's going to be grinding back towards resistance again. It's just staying within this channel, so potentially coming back up again. But you can see we've been really range bound, same as we have been on silver, same as we have been on gold, same as New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. You can see a lot of these markets are just range bound at the moment, and you've got some really nice opportunities to trade when we're in range bound markets. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, so on the weekly time frame now, big bearish engulfing candle, and you can see where this has actually come up and tested this whole level of resistance, this whole resistance zone on Australian and Canadian dollar that we've been sitting in the wings waiting for, because the market, it's been a while, it's not since September really 2011 that the market has been as high as this, so it is about 18 months or so, and you can see the previous high was in January 2012. And this is a whole level of resistance that we did finally find some resistance on just last week, well, just this week actually, the early part of this week, and we've had some nice sell short opportunities on Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, and we'll see whether this market turns into a longer term swing trade as the price, maybe it's going to come back right into this level of this, back to the lower end of the channel again. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This again, this is a very predictable market that we've shown in previous webinars as well. So you can see there we've come up to a key level of resistance on the resistance channel there. Just this is on the going on to the weekly time frame here. We're just looking all the way back to March 2011. We go back to the daily, and you can see we've got a lot of confluence there. We had a key level of resistance, key downward trending resistance level as well. We've not broken through some key moving averages, and price has given us a really nice sell short, and we would expect on a longer term trade for this market just to come back down and to the lower end of the channel. Okay, so we'll just take a quick look before we go on to the news ahead at the Japanese currencies as well, Japanese yen currencies. So GBP, Japanese yen, you can see there just we've got an upward trending. We found a lot of resistance at 1.44. 0.79 there, level of resistance. You can see that's resistance level that we found earlier on in January. We've also found some resistance in March. We've got an upward trending channel at the moment as the price has just come down, retested this upward trend, higher lows as the price is starting to move upwards. Some hammer candles forming on the Japanese yen. You will find a lot of these are correlating at the moment. USD, Japanese yen doing very similar moves at the moment as well. So certainly the Japanese yen currencies, there's lots to, all tend to be fairly correlated, so you always want to pick the best opportunity on the Japanese yen currencies, but we won't go into that into too much detail. Just wanted to quickly showcase that to you. So really the ones to watch today are going to be USD, Canadian dollar. You want to keep an eye on this market today. You've come down to a level of support. Price is bouncing off that level. Got a trend line there, and the price is moving upwards. And also, of course, Euro, USD, and gold and silver, which we, of course, we will be watching very closely. Okay, so we're going to move across to key news to watch out for. Again, today, for those of you just joining the webinar a little bit later, market's going to be a bit quiet this morning until early this afternoon. We've got Switzerland on bank holiday, Germany on bank holiday, UK is on a bank holiday, and Canada is on a bank holiday today. But the US will be open this afternoon. Okay, so we're just going to take you back to news announcements for the week ahead, guys. Okay, so the key news that you want to be looking at for the week ahead. So Monday the 1st of April, 2 p.m. we have the US ISM Manufacturing Index. That's an index that measures the relative level of business conditions, including employment, production, new orders, prices, price, supply, deliveries, and inventories. So that data is compiled from a survey of approximately 400 purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry. So that's the index. A level above 50 indicates industry expansion, below indicates contraction. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive for the US dollar, while a lower than expected level should be taken as negative for the US dollar. So that's going to be important for gold and silver prices with the correlation in US dollar. Tuesday, 2nd of April, so for those of you trading the Australian markets, you want to pay attention to this. So any correlations if you're trading Australian US dollar, Australian Canadian dollar, Australian New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar Japanese yen, this is going to be important for you, especially if you've got any swing trades that you're leaving to run overnight. If you're in the UK, if you're in Australia already, this announcement will be occurring during the daytime. But for UK, it's 3:30 GMT. Reserve Bank of Australia, will the board members come to a consensus on where to set the rate? So traders watch interest rate changes closely, as short-term interest rates are the primary factor in currency valuation. Higher than expected rate is bullish for the Australian US dollar, while a lower than expected rate is bearish for the Australian US dollar. Next Thursday, important for those of you trading pound dollar or any correlations, pound dollar New Zealand dollar, pound dollar Japanese yen. So the Bank of England Monetary Policy Committee members will vote on where to set the rate. So traders watch interest rates again very closely, as short-term interest rates are the primary factor in currency valuation, and a higher than expected rate is bullish for the pound, while a lower than expected rate is bearish for the pound. So keep an eye on that for your pound trades. Next Friday, 12:30 p.m. for your Canadian dollar trades, USD Canadian dollar trades, or AUD CAD or CAD JPY trades. That is the trade balance measuring the difference in value between imported and exported goods and services over the reported period. So a positive number will indicate that more goods and services were expected than imported, and a higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish for the CAD, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as bearish for the CAD. And then Friday, we also have 12:30 p.m., of course, the big one, US non-farm payroll. So US non-farm payroll, that measures the change in the number of people employed during the previous month. Of course, all of you know this is a very important announcement. So that's critical for your trading. So that is because of the clock change over here in the UK this weekend, that will be 12:30 GMT, and that excludes. It's the non-farm payroll measures the change in the number of people employed during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. So its job creation is the foremost indicator of consumer spending. Consumer spending, a huge part of GDP, certainly in America. So it counts for the majority of the economic activity. That's why it's so important. A higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish for the US dollar, in which case we often see gold and silver would sell off, and if a lower than expected reading came out, that would be bearish for the US dollar, so we'd see the US dollar sell off and gold and silver would spike up. That's what normally you would expect to happen, but obviously you just want to be following your price action on the trade, so you want to be following what the price is doing. Okay, so Friday, 5th of April at 12:30, we also have the US trade balance. The trade balance measures the difference in value between imported and exported goods and services over the reported period. So a positive number indicates that more goods and services were expected than imported, and a higher than expected reading again should be taken as bullish for the US dollar, and a lower than expected reading should be taken as bearish for the US dollar. So those are really the key news announcements that you really want to be paying attention to. On Monday as well, next week, of course, we do have a bank holiday as well. So on Monday, Switzerland is going to be, check this for you. Actually, we're just looking at Sunday here. So, yep, New Zealand is closed on Sunday through to Monday. New Zealand, Australia will be closed. You also have Switzerland will be closed. France will be closed. Germany will be closed, all on bank holiday. Italy will be on bank holiday, and UK will be on bank holiday. So Monday, not until the afternoon, because the US will be open, and then later in the evening you'll have, obviously, Japan, China will be open. So the activity is more likely to certainly be in the afternoon onwards today and on Monday. Okay, so just note that for your trading. And hello to a few of you. Yeah, hi there, Arvan. Great to see you again, and Valentino on the call today. So if you would like to find out more information, to request more information on the gold, silver, and forex trader coaching programs, very simply go to thegoldandsilverclub.com/course-form, or you can contact us at office@thegoldandsilverclub.com and telephone us on 0207 193 0403 for the UK office and 852 8191 0403 for the Asia Pacific office. And you can also, to request more information to actually learn to trade, you can find that on the website. Just go onto our website, Learn to Trade, and you can fill out an application form to receive additional information on the Gold and Silver Club Trader coaching programs and our live trader room. So you can subscribe to our newsletter as well, just going to thegoldandsilverclub.com, and you would receive free weekly gold, silver and commodity currency news, live market analysis and prices, which is absolute great value. So that's available to you for free, which I know a lot of you take advantage of. So do make sure you get the newsletter, and we'll just put it back onto the slide so you can get in touch with us if you need to get in touch with us today. Okay, yep, and yep, absolutely a happy Easter to all of you, and have a... Okay, so quick question from Lalit there before we finish up for the day. Okay, so past few days, silver and gold are on consolidation mode. What is your view? Yeah, that's a really good question, Lalit. So they're on consolidation mode, so you want to take note of the key price action levels on gold and silver. So they're in consolidation. So the more they're moving in this consolidation, it is like a spring being wound up. When we break through these key price action levels, it's going to be with quite a punch. It could happen on a news announcement. It may just happen when we get a retest of those levels. The key levels that you want to be watching on gold is going to be, at the moment, the resistance is 1616. That's a key level. Okay, and below that, you've got a number of key levels which you just go back to the actual recording on this, and you'll see. On silver, we've got the key level resistance at the moment is 29.35, just where we're consolidating sideways. The key level of support is around the 28 level at the moment. The market is just consolidating. It's fantastic for day trading, these sort of markets. When they break out of these consolidation zone, then you're going to have a lot more swing trades again. But really, you really want to be taking advantage of this consolidation where the markets are just swinging. You've got swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Very simple to be trading these markets, catching pips on day trades, in and out the same day, in and out the same day. Okay, so that's just to answer your question there, Lalit. So with that, yes, all have a fantastic Easter break. We'll catch you again for next Friday. Next Friday is going to be the big one, non-farm payroll. So have a great Easter, guys, and we look forward to speak to you on the next one. And of course, a great Easter to the team at FX Street as well. And we'll be speaking to you very shortly, guys. Okay, so take care, and we'll speak to you on the next one. Bye-bye.